Good morning, and thanks for coming to church this fine Sunday of Memorial Day weekend. Memorial Day is to remember those in the nation's armed services who died in the service of their country. It's one of three special holidays for military people. Veterans Day is to remember all who served, living and dead, and Armed Forces Day commemorates those who are currently soldiers, sailors, guardians, and other members of the military. I don't know if the official record keepers of Memorial Day include conscientious objectors. Many were involved in actions but didn't carry weapons. And many Unitarian Universalists have been conscientious objectors. So I want to be sure the solemn day includes our folks who chose alternate ways of supporting the country and died doing so. I'm Reverend Tim Barger, the senior minister of First Unitarian Church of Toledo. I'm here with Jenny Gottman, our Director of Lifelong Learning, who is coordinating several people who will give today's story. Jeffrey Maxey, our music director, is at the piano today, and our First Unitarian Choir is here too. And today's tech crew is led by producer-director Jeff Slauson, who is also our church treasurer for another month and 10 days or so. He's also operating the camera, and Jeffrey is also doubling as technician for audio today. We have many more volunteers helping too, with greeters in the lobby, religious education helpers for today's RE activities, and we have a crew preparing for coffee hour. Normally, there's also a Sunday associate up here alongside the minister, extending the welcome and lighting the chalice and giving a reading later in the service and tag teaming with me for coming soon announcements and helping in other ways too. But this being Memorial Day weekend and our usual group having other plans, I'm on the chancel solo today. Please bear with me as I try to fill an associate's assignments along with my own. And if you'd like to be one of the people giving additional voices and shared leadership to our Sunday services, please talk to me and sign up to be an associate for one of the summer services too. That sheet is posted outside the church office. And now, moving along, Unitarian Universalism is a liberal religion that holds moral and ethical values, especially of equity, generosity, interdependence, justice, pluralism, and transformation, and we center all of those in love. We welcome everyone as we sang in our opening song. If you are a visitor, you may notice in the pew rack in front of you a yellow card that helps us to know that we have new seekers here, so please fill that out. We also welcome you who are joining us on our Toledo Unitarians YouTube channel. We hope this time serves your spirit, and shall we hear Jeffrey play some music for Memorial Day? Who besides me was hearing Ray Charles along with that? One other thing that I want you to know near the beginning of the service is that starting today and stretching through the summer, we're easing up, trying to simplify some things just because of volunteer time and other things. And that means that we don't have the PowerPoint slides for our Sunday anymore. We have a slide that says light summer video. During summer months, that would be summer, we will have fewer to no slides, and we will stream most of the Sundays through the summer. But we're trying to simplify some. So you here in the sanctuary and you viewing at home, we will not have song lyrics on the screen. If you need to, you can hum along if you can't think of lyrics, or make your own up. And if you do, please be entertaining, whether you're at home or here in the sanctuary. And also, we don't have other parts of the service, we don't have indicators on the screen. So we have stuff printed in the order of service. We have hymnals, so you have alternative ways to get song lyrics and things that we will recite together, such as the chalice lighting. The flame of the chalice that we light in our gatherings symbolizes courage and illumination and honors our search for truth and meaning. Let's all say the words for chalice lighting together. They're in our order of service as I light the flame. Those are not part of the words. That's somebody's rogue phone giving us something else. Anyway, let's say this together. Our chalice has the spirit of Unitarian Universalism. We light it centered in love. May it glow with sacredness and shine for each and for all. And let's continue reciting together by saying the covenant of our congregation. It's also included in the order of service. This is not a creed, but what we share with general agreement. Love is the doctrine of this church. The quest for truth is its sacrament, and service is its prayer. This is our great covenant, to dwell together in peace, to seek the truth in love, and to help one another. And now please join in for some congregational singing with number 140, Hail the Glorious Golden City. Today's sermon topic focuses on the Goldehn Rule and related aphorisms. And you could say that this hymn is kind of municipally adjacent, written by the founder of the ethical culture movement, Felix Adler. Stand if you'd like, sit if you prefer. I need to say to our YouTube viewers again that we won't have lyrics on the screen. But if you don't know the lyrics and you don't have our gray, teal, and online hymnals, as I said, hum along, make up words. We don't want to exclude anyone from participation, but we're at a time of reduced crew members running our tech as their own service to the congregation in the church. So we have a bit less for our audiovisual coverage. Again, hymn 140, Hail the Glorious Golden City in the gray hymnal. Hail the glorious golden city, treasured by the seers of old. Wise and righteous men and women dwell within its gleaming wall. Wrong is bad. are builders of that city, all our joys and all.
Once upon a time, there was a golden retriever named Carl, and he was a very good boy.
I am. And ever since I was a wee little pup, my mom taught me the Goldehn Rule. Do others as you would have them to do to you. Whenever I didn't know how to treat my siblings in my litter, I would just think about how I want to be treated and do that.
He was friends with a Persian cat named Cupcake, and she tolerated him as cats do. Carl, what are you doing today while the food givers are at work?
Today is Random Acts of Kindness Day, and I'm going to do randomly kinds of things for all of our roommates.
That sounds interesting. Who are you going to start with?
I'm going to give Jeannie one of my bones.
Maddox. I'm trying to find it. Cupcake. You're going to give Jean the rabbit one of your bones?
Oh yeah, bones are my favorite treat. She'll love it.
And off he went before Cupcake could say another word. Rolling eyes, dogs. And off he went before Cupcake. Sometime later, Carl came back dejected. I wonder why. What's wrong, Carl?
Jeannie didn't like the bone at all. She even thumbed on her feet because she was so mad.
I wonder why.
It's a great mystery. I guess she's just in a bad mood. I always love bones.
Maybe because she's a rabbit. She's a rabbit? Maybe treats. Maybe treats aren't her best vehicle for cross-species bonding.
Maybe you're right. I'll try a toy next. I'm going to give Scales my very best tennis ball. It's going to be hard to part with it since I love it so much. But it'd be worth it to make Scales happy.
Scales the snake?
Oh yeah, I can't wait to run and play with Scales. He'll just love chasing after the ball.
Go, Maddie. Carl, how is Scales going to chase a ball?
Well, with his legs, of course.
His legs? Wait. Say his legs, Carl. Say his legs, Carl. Carl, does Scales the snake have legs?
Yeah.
Carl, does Scales the snake have legs?
Yeah. That's how chasing the ball works, Cupcake.
Carl, does Scales the snake have legs?
Oh. I guess he doesn't.
Do you think that he will want to play with Scales? Do you think if you want to play with Scales, maybe you should ask him how he wants to play? Carl blinked at Cupcake and then moved off at a slower pace, deep in thought. Carl was gone for a long time, which gave Cupcake a chance to catch up on her Sudoku, and eventually he came back. Oh, hey, Carl. How did things go with Scales?
Oh, Cupcake, it was just wonderful. I asked Scales if he wanted to play, and he said yes. So I asked him how, and he said there's a sunny spot in the yard that he never gets to visit because it's too far away from him. So he got on my back, and I took him out to the yard, and we basked in the sun.
You basked?
Oh yeah, it was the best. Nice and warm, and I even rolled my back and felt the sun on my belly. And Scales just loved it.
Well, I guess. Gosh, Carl, I think you might be a little jealous. That sounds wonderful.
Yeah, that went so well that gave me another idea. So when I brought Scales back to his terrarium, I stepped back by Jeannie's rabbit hutch and apologized for the bones and asked her what she wanted.
Really? And what did she want?
Clover. Honestly, I tried some of them enough, and I'm not a huge fan. Disgusting. But Jeannie liked it, and that's the most important thing to me.
Sounds like you want something to me. Oh, that's the last page. It sounds like you learned something today.
Yep. When I was just a little puppy, the Goldehn Rule, do to others as you would want them to do to you. Made a lot of sense, and it worked really well when everyone I was with was also a puppy. But now that I have lots of different friends who might eat different things than what I want.
Carl, you discovered the Platinum Rule. Do to others as they would have you do to them.
Which means I would have to ask them what they would like.
That's right. Now let's go get some catnip.
Cupcake.
I'm just kidding. Just kidding. Carl, I'm going to have some catnip. You can have whatever it is that dogs like.
All right, let's go.
The end.
As the children leave for their religious education time, which is a little bit more play and a little bit less formal education now that we're getting to summertime, let's sing them out with this brief tune. As you go on your way, may you be filled with gladness. Go in joy, go in joy. May fortune fill your day with peace and loving kindness. Go in love, go in love. At this time in our Sunday services, we come together in spiritual practice for Beyond Ourselves, a pastoral prayer. Join me for a time of having our spirit open to what is beyond ourselves. We consider celebrations and sorrows and the state of things, including how the world is and how we wish it would be. Near the top of this service, I spoke of Memorial Day. We remember those who served in our armed forces or in conscientious alternative support and died during their service. There are so many sacrifices our military people are called to make, including the possibility of the ultimate one of giving their lives for the principle of democracy, liberty, freedom, concepts that we don't pay enough attention to. Thank you and your families for the lives you gave, in part, for ours. My father, Chaplain Lieutenant Colonel Lyman Tilden Barker, died while serving in the Air Force in 1966. It was not a bullet or a bomb that ended his life, but the disease of cancer. He and others who died on active duty, but not by violence from others, are also properly remembered on Memorial Day. Though the world, and in some ways especially our nation, is in an extended time of trouble, there is also a call for kindness, compassion, and personal peace. May the way we live be part of making the world better. The world, the nation, our state, this community, we see the ways people interact in terms of government, socially, with friends and with strangers, individually. There's so much we could do for goodness, friendliness, for living the Goldehn Rule. Lead in this way when you can, and please share mercy and dignity. In our own lives, there are people in our circles who, with their family and friends, have challenges of life and death. People we're close to also are balancing health and illness. We have times of being at home and traveling, knowing financial security and anxiety-laden monetary stress. Decisions are being made by ourselves and by others, choosing for us whether we want their involvement or not, on how we can live our best lives as individuals, family members, in community, and as citizens, which sometimes means aspiring to our hopes and dreams, not having an easy way to get from here to there, and realizing we have moves yet to make to reach aims and goals. And life goes on with its joys and sorrows. We all have bad days and good. May kindness and gentleness be with us. May we be compassionate to all, as we don't know what other people are going through. So treat one another well. And may we be glad for their celebrations and accomplishments, and empathetic to their struggles and concerns, knowing that our life experiences aren't so different. One reason we join in religious gatherings is to realize common links. We know that the uncommon is here too. Let's be together in faith, hope, and love, in community. And remember to breathe. That natural action can be spiritual. Let's continue to have First Unitarian be a place of welcome, of grace, even of refuge from hard times. And that this liberal religious community, we can help one another, care for ourselves, and have our part in changing the world.
They used to tell me I was building a dream, and so I followed them up. When there was earth to plow or guns to bear, I was always there, right on the job. They used to tell me I was building a dream, with hope and glory ahead. Why am I still standing in line, just waiting for bread? Once I built a railroad, made it run, made it race against time. Once I built a railroad, now it's done. Brother, can you spare a dime? Once I built a tower to the sun, brick and rivet and lime. Once I built a tower, now it's done. Brother, can you spare a dime? Once in khaki suits, gee, we look swell, full of the Yankee Doodly-Dum. 500,000 suits went slugging through hell. I was the kid with the drum. Say, don't you remember they called me out? It was out all the time. Say, don't you remember I'm your pal? Brother, can you spare a dime? Once in khaki suits, gee, we look swell, full of the Yankee Doodly-Dum. 500,000 suits went slugging through hell. I was the kid with the drum. Say, don't you remember they called me out? It was out all the time. Say, don't you remember I'm your pal? Brother, can you spare a dime?
For our time of meditation, contemplation, and prayer, I bring words of Unitarian Universalist minister Gary Kowalski. We'll follow this with 1 minute of silence, only hearing the sounds around us. And then we'll sing together number 123, Spirit of Life. And this prop is important to this reading. Babies don't believe anything. Babies aren't born Buddhists or Baptists or believers of any sort. But soon after we arrive in the world, we start to gather ideas. We pick up beliefs and ideas about people and animals and families. We collect ideas about stars and comets and how it all got started. We accumulate beliefs about good and bad, right and wrong, what's healthy and unhealthy, and what is important in life. All these beliefs, which we get from our parents and playmates, from the TV and from Sunday school go into our belief bag. I'm using this paper sack to represent a belief bag. Most religions define themselves by what they believe or by what's inside the bag. Christians, for instance, believe in Jesus. Muslims believe in Allah and in the Prophet Muhammad. Buddhists believe in the Four Noble Truths. But Unitarian Universalists don't have just one set of beliefs. What makes us different is the way that we Unitarian Universalists carry our beliefs. Because there are different ways of holding your belief bag. For example, some people hold their bag like this. They clutch it close and they make sure that it is tightly sealed because they don't want their beliefs exposed to any new ideas that could threaten what's inside. They've got their world wrapped up in a nice, tidy package. And because their bag is all closed up, we call these people close-minded. On the other hand, some people are just the opposite. They don't pay much attention at all to what goes into their bag. One idea is as good as another. And if other folks believe it, or if they read it on the internet, or heard it on talk radio, then it must be true. Because they carry their bag in such a sloppy manner, we call these people sloppy thinkers. And then there are people who carry their bags like this, like a club they use to hit other people. What's inside their bag may sound very nice and sweet. For instance, I believe in peace and kindness and the Goldehn Rule, but they use their bag like a weapon. You don't believe in peace? Why, you nasty person, shame on you. But none of those is the Unitarian Universalist way. Instead, we carry our bags like this. We carry them with the top open so that new ideas and experiences can get inside, and old beliefs can be tossed aside if needed. We carry our bags in front of us so that we can see and examine what goes in, to be sure it makes sense and fits with other things we know. And also so that we can see what our neighbors think and share our thoughts with others. Above all, we never use our beliefs to beat up or bully other people. That's what it means to be a Unitarian Universalist. The next time somebody asks you, what do the people in your church believe? You can tell them, for Unitarian Universalists, it is less important what you believe than how you hold your beliefs. It's how you acquire them, how you share them, and above all, what you do with them that counts. And now, 1 minute of silence.
Spirit of life, come unto me. Sing in my heart all the stirrings of compassion. Blow in the wind, rise in the sea. Move in the hand, giving life the shape of justice. Roots hold me close, wings set me free. Spirit of life, come to me, come to me.
A bishop from long ago, Eusebius, who also was a historian and who served in Palestine and was part of the Council of Nicaea in the year 325, wrote a prayer to practice the Golden Rule. Let me share that with you. Eusebius prayed, "May I be an enemy to no one and the friend of what abides eternally. May I never quarrel with those nearest me and be reconciled quickly if I should. May I never plot evil against others, and if anyone plot evil against me, may I escape unharmed and without the need to hurt anyone else. May I love, seek, and attain only what is good. May I desire happiness for all and harbor envy for none. May I never find joy in the misfortune of one who has wronged me. May I never wait for the rebuke of others, but always rebuke myself until I make reparation. May I gain no victory that harms me or my opponent. May I reconcile friends who are mad at each other. May I, insofar as I can, give all necessary help to my friends and to all who are in need. May I never fail a friend in trouble. May I be able to soften the pain of the grief-stricken and give them comforting words. May I respect myself. May I always maintain control of my emotions. May I habituate myself to be gentle and never angry with others because of circumstances. May I never discuss the wicked or what they have done, but know good people and follow in their footsteps. Amen. We all know about the Golden Rule. Do unto others as you would have them do unto you. They're words of guidance for us who are liberal in our religion, and for those who have no religion but choose ethical living. Most of us want to be treated well, given respect, forgiven when we fall short in some way, enabled to be our best selves. And the best of us try to earn that by treating others, ideally everyone else, well, respecting, forgiving, helping them to be their best. What would the world be like if we all lived the Golden Rule? I told you the traditional Golden Rule. Let's stick with that one or variations that improve upon it, not restated golden rules, such as Linus Pauling's, the only person who has won both the Nobel Peace Prize and the Nobel Prize in Chemistry. And while 4 other people have won multiple Nobels in groups, he's the only one who was awarded both Nobels solo, not as part of a group. What's Linus Pauling's variation on the Golden Rule? Spoken like a scientist? Do unto others 25% better than you expect them to do to you. The 25% is for error. That 25% better makes me wonder how to calculate that increase. We've also heard the variation, author unknown but popularized in the old comic strip The Wizard of Id, whoever has the gold makes the rules. Whoever has the gold makes the rules is similar to what I found is called the Iron Rule. Might makes right. Another and similar iron rule is do to others before they do to you. The rich, whoever has the gold makes the rules. The strong, might makes right. The bully, do before. I'm not comforted by those. They glorify wealth and power, and they oppress, don't they? Experience tells us these happen too often, and I know I am, most often on the other side of wealth and might and advantage. The Golden Rule is better, and that aphorism, do to others as you would have them do to you, has become the standard. I titled this talk, Meatl Rules, as I've looked for maxims, short sayings of guidance, that have gold and other metals as defining adjectives. We've learned some of these aphorisms when we were children, and they've stuck with us. Then, in becoming ethical and compassionate and, I hope, kind people, we've found that they're good teachings and usually stated in a way that gets the point across. Toledo has some Golden Rule history. I've told you before about Samuel Goldehn Rule Jones, a progressive former mayor of Toledo from 1897 until his death in 1904, who owned the Acme Sucker Rod Company and posted on the wall the rule that governs this factory. Therefore, whatsoever ye would that men should do unto you, do ye even so unto them. Golden Rule Park is at 515 Crittenden Avenue, which I think is in the South End. As I've spoken about the Golden Rule, I've given the traditional wording. A similar way to say it was phrased by author Karen Armstrong in her book, 12 Steps to a Compassionate Life. She wrote, all faiths insist that compassion is the test of true spirituality, and that it brings us into relation with the transcendence we call God, Brahma, Nirvana, or Tao. Each has formulated its own version of what is sometimes called the Golden Rule. Do not treat others as you would not like them to treat you, or in its positive form, always treat others as you would wish to be treated yourself. Further, they all insist that you cannot confine your benevolence to your own group. You must have concern for everybody, even your enemies. That negative form Armstrong used, do not treat others as you would not like them to treat you, has been called the Silver Rule. Same intention as the Golden Rule, but stated in a prohibitive way. The intention of the Golden Rule fits the Unitarian Universalist principles and values very well, which is why I've started using a version of the Golden Rule near the end of our Sunday services. Rather than ranging too far in the selection, I'm settling on 5 variations to alternate through a month, as each month has 4 or 5 Sundays. We'll have the traditional wording of the Golden Rule, do unto others as you would have them do unto you. The Silver Rule, do not treat others in ways that you would not like them to treat you. The religious statement, the whole law is summed up in a single commandment, you shall love your neighbor as yourself, which is Galatians 5:14 wording from Paul that refers to Leviticus 19:18 of the Hebrew Bible, and soon after Paul's letters would appear in the Christian gospel verses Mark 12:31 and Matthew 22:39. And there are some similar sayings in the later revealed hadith in Islam. So this Golden Rule religious statement includes all 3 Abrahamic religions. We'll recite the Platinum Rule one Sunday a month, including today. It says, do to others as they would have you do to them. And on a 5th Sunday in unison, we'll state a Unitarian Universalist value. Every person is inherently worthy and has the right to flourish with dignity, love, and compassion. Unitarian Universalism is a Golden Rule faith, isn't it? There are more rules using metal as adjectives. Until I started researching this as a sermon topic, I hadn't known that someone came up with the rose gold rule. Treat others in a way that reflects the needs of the collective. Sounds socialistic, doesn't it? That's not a bad thing. Centering the collective makes it about we, not you and me, according to entrepreneur and gender equity advocate Shelley Zallis. For me to encourage use of the rose gold rule, I'd rewrite it to say something like, do to others in a way that honors all, to emphasize the good in community. Here are a few other Meatl rules. The leaden rule is, do unto others as others have done unto you. Very similar to the bronze rule, do unto others as they have done unto you. The difference as I see it is others in general or the specific people, the they who did you right or wrong. I know my first reaction was that others were the ones treating bad, but it works for the good too. Working for the good, try the gilded rule. Do unto others as you would like them do to you. It also can be applied by those who seem to want to suffer in some way and get that by hurting others, but the less said about sadistic use of ethical intention, even on oneself, the better. Iron, lead, bronze, silver, gold and gilded and rose gold and platinum. What most people call the best formulation of a treatment rule. But let's keep the Goldehn Rule with its history and good reputation as the standard reference. Why might the platinum rule, do to others as they would have you do to them, be best of this group? Sometimes you don't know what they would have you do to them, but in relationship, you can find out. And in speculation, you can assume they would want at least as good as you would want. It puts their wants and needs and preferences above your own and can make you better in the use of the platinum rule. But sometimes you don't or can't know their wishes, which is why we might center the Goldehn Rule and aim for the platinum rule when we can. Let these metals be precious to you. Blessed be. At this time for the offering, we will pass the baskets here in the sanctuary. All of you, including our YouTube viewers, can also donate electronically or by email or by mail. Thank you for being generous and for helping Unitarian Universalism to thrive in Toledo. And for more congregational singing, let's sing number 1010 from our teal hymnal, We Give Thanks. Give thanks for this blessed day. As far away, it's how we share with love and care. Oh, we give thanks for this precious day. Oh, we give thanks for this precious day. For all gathered here and those far away, for this bond we share with love and care. Oh, we give thanks for this precious day. We give thanks for this precious day. For all gathered here and those far away, for this time we share with love and care. Oh, we give thanks for this precious day. It's the coming soon part of our gathering where you hear what's scheduled for next Sunday. I give some announcements, and I also let you know what's up for right after we leave the sanctuary. Next Sunday, join us for a spiritual forum in Fellowship Hall. I think we're moving into a post-Memorial Day schedule in which many of our spiritual forums will be coffee and conversation, with those in attendance leading the time themselves, whether discussing a particular topic or just, as some say, shooting the breeze. For the 11 a.m. service next Sunday, my sermon title is Curate Your Life. That sounds like a self-help talk. We'll see if it inspires you to choose the good and interesting as you navigate the world. Plus, Randy Ritchie will be here as our musician, so come to hear him play. And now, a few other announcements. First, with today's coffee hour not including our traditional fourth Sunday potluck today, our community game day is also canceled. If you're really wanting to play a board or card game, wait one day and assemble some players during the Memorial Day picnic. The picnic is Monday, Memorial Day, from noon to 4. A picnic here at the church. Bring your favorite meat or vegetarian grilling item. Grill masters will help to cook it. Bring your drinks and bring a dish to pass. Condiments, paper plates, and tables and chairs will be provided. If you want to bring games, as I said, go ahead and recruit players from the attendees. Again, that's noon to 4 Monday. And I want to tell you about a concert coming here to the sanctuary at 3 p.m. next Sunday, a week from today. It will be a free concert of chamber music presented by our member Leslie McCage, who will be playing clarinet along with pianist Zahal Bai and violinist Maria Besmeltsova. Please come to hear music for piano, violin, and clarinet. And finally, please sign up to lead or assist with a summer service or one of the fall monthly lay-led services. It can be you as an individual member, a group you put together, or one of the church's committees or teams. I'll be happy to work with you to develop the full service if you want my input. The sheet is posted outside the church office. And now for the final spiritual practice words, let's say together the Platinum Rule, printed in the order of service. Do to others as they would have you do to them. Today's church service has ended, but not our service in the world. Let's go out and, by living our values centered in love, do what we can to make a difference and build beloved community. Merry meet, merry part, and blessed be.